Bets today. The general store on 24 is located on Route 24 in Lewis.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 1017.
All right, Jess, what you got today?
All right, here we go. So Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, they are making the headlines.
We got to get into this story. This was like the biggest story yesterday. Continues into today. Social media is going like bonkers over this. $200K a month.
Yeah, so Kim Kardashian says that she is feeling very relieved that she and Kanye have agreed on the terms of their divorce. The terms of the ex's split were finalized on Tuesday, according to court documents. It was obtained by People magazine. People says that Kim Kardashian, who is 42 years old, did not want the divorce to go to trial.
Okay.
They added that Kim and Kanye had several initial disagreements that they were able to actually agree on. And Kanye ended up agreeing to most of the things that he was opposing to in the past. The sources note that Kardashian is optimistic that her and Kanye, who is 45, will be able to co-parent their children peacefully now, she says. Although Kim and Kanye share custody of the kids, Kim is the primary caregiver. So they agreed that Kanye will need to speak to Kim in private about any complaints and not go public with them. She wants the kids to be protected. Kim hopes that co-parenting at this time will be a bit easier from now on. They do have 4 kids together, North, who is 9, Saint is 6, Chicago is 4, and Sam is 3. A representative for Kanye did not immediately respond to People's request for a comment. Now, under the divorce settlement, Kanye West will be required to pay Kardashian $200,000 a month in child support. He is also responsible to help for the children's medical, educational, and security expenses. Now, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, they both waived spousal support, and the pair also agreed to settle their disputes regarding the children by participating in mediation. So they did mediation.
Now, people online are really tripping about this $200,000 a month, saying that's ridiculous. It's way too much. She don't need it. Why does, dads get screwed? I mean, it's a whole big thing. If, he's in their life 50-50, why has he got to pay that much in child support? And they kept saying, like, they were calling Kim names. I mean, it turned into a whole big thing on social media. Regardless of how you feel about either one of them, it's like, this is crazy. I say rich people problems, you know?
It says that the couple's assets, including their property, is going to be divided based upon their prenup. So they did have a prenup. They started dating in 2012. They got married in May of 2014. And then, Kanye West was having these public outbursts in 2020, and that's when all the controversy started with his family and his marriage. It continued on Twitter. Kim Kardashian did address his bipolar diagnosis in a rare public statement, asking fans for compassion and acknowledging that they have a complicated and painful situation that they had to go through. And then, of course, she did file for divorce, and they were married for nearly 7 years, but now, finally, they are both declared legally single.
Right.
And this is what they came up with. That's their agreement.
I kind of like the way I looked at it yesterday. I mean, people were really, really tripping about it. And I kind of thought, like, $200K seems like a lot, but to them, it's almost like you can think about it like pocket change. Mm-hmm. So I thought to myself, like, maybe they just both agreed on that $200,000. Just to say he's paying child support, just so, because in the legal court system, in order for them to, share the children, doesn't one if you go through court, you got to have child support flowing somehow. And just to be able to say that you're paying child support, he's like, all right, I'll just give you $200K. That's fine. Maybe he came up with that number. We don't know.
Yeah, no idea.
Because if it was, if you're going off assets, it's a lot more than $200,000, for Kanye. So maybe like they just went on a minimum and he was like, nope, I'll just give you this. And, still be in the kids' lives.
And they also mentioned the children's medical education and the security too. Because they have to
But like I said, maybe they just have to say
around
that.
the clock.
But
how much is that?
But you also said that, well, yeah, maybe he was just like, I'll just send that money directly to them and I'll just pay them.
Yeah,
even though he don't need to do that, but he's just doing it just because he wants to be. If anything ever comes up, he can always go back and say, I'm paying child support.
Well, right now it does say that they have this agreement. They did go through mediation, and they both, signed and made a request that they won't break this agreement. Now, if for some reason someone does break this agreement, they will be required to go back. So does that change,
Let's see. Andrew texted in, none of our business, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, it's not.
It's just fun to talk about.
Melody says she should donate the money to different charities every month. Charles said this is why the government's so screwed up. $200K isn't for the children or a child. It's for the other half to continue living the lifestyle they lived. Well, look, I think that Kim can continue to live the lifestyle she lives without $200K. I'm just saying. Yeah. So Eric says no, he shouldn't have to pay. A lot of people are saying he shouldn't have to pay
anything at all.
No, because it's Kanye and it's Kim, and they have enough money. And if they're going to be sharing the kids, why do they have to do? But again, like I said, like I know a lot of people were tripping about this 200,000 yesterday, but it's like, did he even like just offer it up?
What is 200,000 and like for us? Is it $200 a month? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like their 200K,
like
is it? Like your average, like everyday, middle class family. Is it like $200 a month?
Yes.
I don't know. $250 a month?
Yeah.
I don't know. Or is it $2,000 a month? I don't,
It's got to be 200. It's got to be for Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Got to be 200. All right. Well, we'll definitely be, following this story, and I mean, they just keep popping up in the news. So,
but hopefully. I mean, it does seem like they came to an agreement. They went to mediation. They have the kids, all straight. They live with her. They're going to co-parent.
And now
their education, their security, their, medical, all that's taken care of.
And now on to his presidential run.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Still.
I'm just saying.
Something else is coming, though, from him.
He's running for president.
Yeah, something else big.
He didn't get on the ballot on all the states last time.
Yeah, he didn't have enough.
In 2020? Right? Yeah, he didn't get on enough states' ballots.
Yeah.
He only got on a couple.
I remember that.
So he's starting early this time. I mean,
his campaign?
We're 2 years out? 2024.
I remember us asking the question, all right, would you vote for Kanye West?
Yeah.
I wonder if the people that called and said, they would, if they still feel the same.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because things have changed.
Oh, things have definitely
changed.
Who he's hanging out with, what he's saying. Yeah.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
So.
Not going to be filling out Kanye. Normally, I don't want to come out and tell you who I'm voting for and who I fill out on the ballot, but I can pretty much
going into the booth. His name is there on the ballot.
It most likely 100% will not be Kanye West. Okay, I'm just saying.
Now, wasn't he in the area? He did campaign around here. Did something.
He came
wasn't
to
he
Easton,
eating lunch and
Cambridge or Easton
St.
or something
Michael's,
like that. St. Michael's,
right?
Yeah. So, and then they ain't even their kids, but I'll leave that alone.
Oh, China!
Stop.
China.
They ain't even their kids.
Stop. I thought that it was him and her. They just did a surrogate.
Right.
Or am I wrong with that too, China? Tell me the truth, girl.
Next story.
All right. Mississippi, Arkansas, and Louisiana were under a tornado watch yesterday as a severe storm system swept through a wide region. Heavy thunderstorms rumbled from eastern Texas to Georgia as far north as Indiana on Tuesday night and into yesterday morning. Several tornadoes touched down, causing lots of damage, but thank God there is no reported injuries. After a 3-year legal battle, the House Ways and Means Committee has received 6 years of former President Donald Trump's federal tax returns.
Oops.
Trump's effort to prevent the documents from being turned over to the IRS ended last week when the Supreme Court declined to intervene in a lower court ruling. Trump was the only president in modern U.S. history to refuse to release details of his finances. So We'll see what's going to happen there. And then here locally, the Shore Gives More has raised a total of $290,466 during this year's Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is held every year on the Tuesday following Thanksgiving. It's a 24-hour online giving movement, and the local campaign known as The Shore Gives More is hosted by the Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore, and it assists local nonprofits with fundraising efforts, and they raised over $290,000.
Wow.
That's great.
Good look. Definitely a good look. 6:58. It's a Bill and Jessica show.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Bill and